Other screen. It's open forum. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. We want to give
Shalom.
all praise unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by
Bashem.
Hashem,
Gosh.
Bakar, Kodash, man. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders at Great Millstone, and to your hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing this truth with all sincerity, honesty, and faith in these last times. Man, we give double honors to our apostle and keep everything you see happening in these last days is for the ending of this wicked ass place, man. You got Jake trying to save Esau, which that's an ongoing thing, man. Jake been clutching to Esau for a long time, man. All right, that's why we give double honors to our apostle elders that are teaching and pushing the truth the right way into the hopeful men on the four corners of the planet Earth. This thing is coming. The kingdom is coming. It's right around the corner. Things are showing itself, and may Yahweh Shem Yahshua strengthen this truth, man. So this is just the open forum. I mean, the brothers wanted to jump into just wherever the spirit leads us, we just gonna go and talk about a few issues. We got a few news articles we pulled up because all these things we're watchmen, man. The Most High said He's gonna set watchmen, man. Watchmen are gonna watch out for what's happening around and going on, man. All right, because Jake, now you got demonization, but everything else is still gonna be moving, man. That's just gonna tie hand in hand at the end, man. Demonization, the prophecies, all it's gonna take place at one time. Just like when a woman, it described it perfectly, man. If you want to get that about the where it says the woman, a woman in travail, or I'll pull it real quick. I got it. Go ahead, Doc.
All right. Yeah, man. Aki, man. Things are happening, and we know that the Passover is a week away.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in some heavy times, man. Very heavy times, but also some blessed times too.
Uh,
Right? Because we see that all of these things are happening, and basically we're that much closer to being a delivered and being in the kingdom.
mm-hmm.
All we got to do is just hold on.
And this is Isaiah 26:17. And it says, like as a woman with child that draweth near the time of her delivery is in pain and crieth out in pangs. And you're seeing everything that's happened, even with us being a people. Jake coming against us, all the confusion, that's pangs, man. That's what us becoming a nation again. Those confrontations are going to come with birth of a nation. And that spiritual that movie came out, Birth of a Nation. Because
Right.
we're birthing a nation of what? Israel, man. Which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That is the true birth of a nation. And then we're reading about what? Birth, childbirth, the spiritual, man.
Right.
And it says, like as a woman with child that draweth near the time of her delivery is in pain and crieth out in pains, so have we been in thy sight, O Lord. See?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Doc. I'm gonna pull up the blue letter.
All right. Now, now, all right, man. Now, the a woman is in labor. All right. The doctors say that that the that her labor pains are, let's just say, 5 centimeters.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes to 4 centimeters, that down to one, and then it's time to give birth. Now, the now the prophecies are screaming.
Uh,
All right, the prophecies are screaming, man. Just like the woman when she's giving birth. All right, she has she has to push and breathe.
no.
So the prophecies are screaming, man. The prophecies are screaming and coming to pass.
uh, this is the book. This is Isaiah 26:17, and the word for draw near. word for it's Qorab, Qorab, and it says to come near, approach, enter into, draw near, to approach, draw near, to be brought near, caused to approach. And what's approaching is these prophecies, like brother just said, man. It's causing to come near to what? Coming to pass. If something's coming to pass, if something's coming to pass you, that means it's what? It's coming close to you and it's getting ready to pass in front of you, man. These prophecies are steamrolling towards Esau, man. And and they're heavy Why? I mean, damn. The only reason Esau's talking the way he's talking about the truth because he's scared, man. If a portion of what we're saying is true, this man's not doing so well. He's not going to be doing good, man. You think he ain't going to go crazy and think he pretty much like the elders in Dallas are saying, look, a scared Edomite is a dangerous one, man.
Oh yeah,
that's what you have in front of you. You have people that are realizing they're being told about the same book they thought was their book. You know, everything was good and kosher. Now the same book is condemning them,
right?
And they don't know how to feel about that, man.
Exactly, man. Because at first they weren't taking us serious at first, but now they're taking us serious. Like, oh shit! Like, hold on. What they're saying, they're coming out of the word. Like, this got to stop. We got to stop them, but they can't stop us. Why? Because this is the counsel of Yahweh or Yahweh Shah, man.
That's it. They can't, and they trying to fight against it. The prophecies are drawing so close to Esau, man.
Right.
Starting to hug on this man. Let's see if there's a root word. No root. All right, the next one is in pain. Kawal, or Kawal.
Mm-hmm.
You see here. Yep. Kawal. And it says, to twist, whirl, dance, wither, fear, tremble, travail, be in anguish, be pain, to dance, to twist, whirl about, to dance, bring forth, to await anxiously. And are we awaiting anxiously? That's why brothers come on and watch videos and watch out for the prophecies and all these. You should be watching anxiously to say, man, when we going home, man? That's what it said. The whole matter is we serve Yahweh and follow these commandments to the best of our ability and serve Yahweh, man. Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's it. That's our whole duty. That's what we were meant to do. And we're waiting anxiously so we can be what? Perfect, man. We can be changed. We can be put into our rulership so we don't have to go to work no more and slave away for nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? That Jake gotta know an end goal. That's what keeps you moving, to know an end goal, man. You have to know what is the end of this whole thing we doing. We ain't gonna be 200 years doing sit down lessons, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jake, you know, the most I said, what? This is by the foolishness of preaching, man.
Right.
To those that be saved, man.
I got this precept real quick.
Oh yeah, hey, bring it out, huh?
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
There it is.
Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Exactly. You got it, huh?
Now, we're supposed to fear Yahweh or Yahweh Shah, right? And how do we do? And how do we do that? By staying alert, by being aware, by being circumspect. All right. And when you are alert, you are what? You are keeping your eye on what's to come. Because Yahweh Shah said, because Yahushua said, be alert, meaning be aware. Look out for the prophecies. So that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be waiting anxiously, man. Hastening until the coming of the day of Yahweh. Right? We're supposed to be looking for a new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Hey, I got your precept. What you just said, man. This is Second Ezra. Second Ezra, Second Ezra 2 and verse. I'm gonna start at 34, and it says, "And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen," and this is speaking to Israel, okay? Because the verse it says, "Him that wandereth out the way of understanding remain in the congregation of the dead," and it's after the first and second admiration, he's a heathen man. So Ezra said in 33, it says, "I Ezra received a charge of the Lord upon Mount Horeb, that I should go unto Israel, but when I came unto them, they set me at naught and despised the commandments of the Lord." See that? See what Ezra says, and are we doing the same thing Ezra was doing?
Yep.
He went up to Israel, and they said, "What? We don't want to serve the Lord. They don't want to come back to. They don't want to be Israel. They don't want to be no Hebrew Israelites. They don't want it, man. They want the Christianity. They want to save Esau. Those are the things. That's Jake denying the commandments, man, and denying the commandments and putting it at naught. And it says, verse 34 says, "And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand." And can the heathen hear and understand the scriptures?
No.
Then it say, "None of the wicked shall understand."
Right.
So who is Ezra talking to? Ezra knew the scripture. Right. And it says, and I received a charge of the Lord upon Mount Horeb. Hold on. And therefore, this is 34. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. He shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand that shall come in the end of the world.
See?
Go ahead,
Now, those heathens that Ezra was talking about, that's Israel, man. Israel was acting like what? Heathens.
Yep.
Were being like heathens, man. They didn't want to take heed to the word. So they were what? Looked at as what? Heathens, man.
That's it. They were acting like some straight. They were looking there. It says what? We become more wicked than the wicked, man.
Yep.
This is 1 Corinthians. It's another precept for you. This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 2. And it says, "Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols.
Yep.
Even as ye were led."
That's it. That's it. All right, man. It says, "Remember ye were Gentiles, carried away into these dumb idols." Now, meaning what? You were Gentiles. Now you're not. Now, a straight up heathen cannot change his nationality. Just like a leopard can't change his spots. So, that scripture is clearly talking about Israel. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about Israel, man. All right? Because we were what? Because we were in the Greek captivity, acting like Greeks. We were in the Roman captivity, acting like the Romans. Just like Jake is doing now.
Yep. Being straight up heathens, man.
Go ahead,
This is Ezekiel 2 and 3. And it says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation, that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day."
Now, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Huh.
Now, Jake is hard-headed and rebellious. We have to listen. It's not about how you feel. It's about the word. It's about the scripts, man. So we're supposed to stick to that. We're supposed to stick to the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
Period. All right?
If somebody gives, if you go to Walmart and you receive a dresser, you buy a dresser, and it's got the directions on how to build that dresser, and you turn around and instead of building that dresser, you instead of following the instructions to how to build a dresser, you start freelancing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You start putting a screw here that don't go there. You start doing this. You start doing that. It's not gonna come out exactly how you need it to come out. It's not gonna be a sturdy, safe dresser. It's gonna
Right.
be a put together, not the same that it should be. Correct. So now that's the same thing with these scriptures. The Most High has had it set up and how where what part is supposed to go there. What are you supposed to do here? That's an instruction manual on how to be a nation, man.
Right.
A person, an individual, and a nation. It teaches. That's why Solomon taught what. Where you see the Psalms was written to his what, his son.
Yep.
To keep his son how to be a king, how to be a man, how to know what to do, man. Solomon did the same. You know, the Psalms came to their prophecies, but then Solomon did the same, man. Solomon
Yep.
put instructions on how to conduct yourselves and how to give it to a son to hopefully teach him the right way. That's why Ecclesiastes says all is vanity, man. Because it says the one here after you, you don't know what he's gonna do. You know?
Exactly. Con.
And it says, let's go back to Second Ezra. It's the Second Ezra 4 and verse 2. And it said, Second Ezra 2 and back in 39. Let me see here. 34. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, and he shall give you everlasting rest. For he is nigh at hand that shall come in the end of the world. Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly.
Now,
go ahead.
Now we're testifying of our Savior openly. We're telling you the name. We're telling you what Yahweh Shah is going to do. We're telling you that Yahweh Shah will deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. So we're telling you openly. We're not keeping nothing from you. Go ahead, Al.
Tom. And it says, receive the gift that is given you and be glad, giving thanks unto him that has led you to the heavenly kingdom. And we're being led. All of us are being led. We're being led towards this kingdom. All our moves and steps is towards the kingdom, man. Everything that Esau does is for the kingdom. There's nothing anybody does on the planet Earth is not furthering the Most High's agenda, man, which is the kingdom of heaven. That's what all of this wraps down to, is the children of Israel ruling the planet Earth. Yahweh Shai is sitting on as ruler of the planet Earth under his father. And then you have King David, you have the 12, you have the set up hierarchy that's going to be set up, man. This is a heavenly government at that, man. Because the same men you see down here that's coming in those positions are in the spiritual world set up. It's a heavenly or ordered or ordained government, man.
Yep.
That's what you're getting ready to see on the planet Earth. It's an ordained government. It says that they were chosen. Hey, I gotta get it. Go ahead,
All right, man. So everything that's happening now is just another step closer to It's just another step closer to the kingdom. All of this is happening so America can be destroyed, Israel be in the kingdom, and the heathens be in slavery. That's why all of this is happening. It's prophecy. It has to happen. It has to come to pass.
Just like we fulfill the prophecy of going into slavery.
Exactly.
And this is Ephesians 1 and verse 4. And it says, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. And that's the elect, man. That's the elect that's blameless and have been chosen before the found. How could you choose somebody before the foundation of the world, man? That told you, that's a reincarnation scripture.
Right.
How are you gonna choose somebody for the end of the world? That means you chose them before it was all created. Before the world, before there was a world, that show you a spirit, man.
Yeah.
That's a spirit. That's showing you that there's a spirit and it comes on the planet Earth, man. There's no hell. The spirit is going up there and coming down. How's it gonna be ordained before love? Because they have been chosen before they came in the flesh, man. As spirits, they were chosen.
Exactly. Because hell is the grave. Hell is a condition. We're in hell.
Yep.
All right. And we're going through what? The fire. And what's the fire? Tribulation. Trials, man. Misfortune. Go ahead.
Having predestinated us to the adoption of children by Yahushua Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will.
One more time.
It says, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahushua himself, by Yahushua Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will.
All right. Now we were what? Yahweh, he did what? He had put us away. All right. Now, the only way that we could come back is through his son, our big brother, Yahushua. Right? So we are under the blood of Yahushua. So Yahushua, he's the way to the Father. He's the way to Yahweh. Because the blood of rams and goats could no longer take away sin. But Yahushua, he was that ultimate sacrifice. He was that lamb without blemish. It was the only way for Israel to come back, to be adopted back.
Exactly, man.
I mean, we were basically we were orphans. We were lost.
Oh. When you adopt a child, you bring them into what? Your land, into your house.
Yeah.
And what's the house of the Lord, man?
The house of the Lord is this truth.
Yep. What Solomon says, I should bring you into my mother's house.
Yep.
To have you suck the breast of my mother. You know, that's saying what? The breast of this truth, man. That's why it says rest with us. That's what we doing when we do these videos. We speak. It's resting, man. We give opportunity to rest. We rest our weary souls, man. Because in this world, if you don't recharge yourself, man, you get weary, man. You know, you get weary. This is Hebrews 10 and 14. It says, for by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified. See that? It says,
Mm-hmm.
so by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified, with them that are chosen. Hey, that's a bad boy right there, man.
Right.
Woo! So by
That's
one sacrifice we were perfected. Go ahead, Art.
right. That's why Yahweh said, "It is finished."
Yep. It says, death is swallowed up. Hell, where is thy sting?
Right.
Hell
Mm-hmm.
means what? Death and hell is that hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna have to do hell no more. After this deliverance, we ain't going to no captivity no more.
Right.
We're gonna capture a giant, man.
Exactly.
You know, Yahweh Shah was that perfect, and they says what? We ain't made perfect yet because he's on his way to deliver.
Right.
When he delivers, that's going to be the fulfillment of the promise and that was given unto him to perfect
Right.
all. And it makes sense that he's going to be the one in the twinkling of an eye to change us because that went through his sacrifice anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This is Hebrews 10. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah. I'll read that, and I'm gonna get Isaiah 53.
Okay, I'm gonna start up at 12 so we can try to get the whole understanding. It says, but this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sin forever, sat down on the right hand of man. I gotta go up, man. 11. This is Hebrews 10 and 11. And every priest standeth daily ministering and offering oft times and the same sacrifices which can never take away sins. See that? So the
Mm-hmm.
Lord saying, which can never take away sin, which was, it don't matter how, like we always say, by the time the fire got cold, Jake was back sinning, man. So the offering was just to cover up the sin. It didn't take the sin away, man.
Right.
You know, and it says, daily ministering, offering oft times the same sacrifice, which can never take away sins. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of Yahweh, from henceforth it says, from henceforth expecting till his enemies be made his footstool.
Mm. Mm.
So Yahweh Shah's waiting for that, man. That's what he's
Yep.
doing, waiting right now. He said, till his enemies be made a footstool. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ike. You got that.
All right. This is Isaiah 53. It says, Isaiah 53 and 3, he is despised and rejected of men,
Mm-hmm.
a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs
Mm-hmm.
and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Yahweh, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquity. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And with his stripes we are healed.
Mm-hmm.
See? So through what Yahushua went through, being beaten, getting his beard pulled out, getting spit upon, with his stripes, Israel is healed. So we must go through Yahushua to get to Yahweh. There is no other way.
No other way.
You got to go through the front door. The front door is Yahushua, because he said that he is the door. He said that the way, the truth, and the life. So we got to go through him. He did it. We didn't do it. He did it.
This is Matt. This is your precept. All right? This is Matthew 7:13, and it says, "Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat."
Mm-hmm.
So Yahushua is that gate, man. And it says what, man? It says his yoke is easy, man. It's just going and believing. You gotta have faith first and foremost, which is a gift in itself. Esau wasn't given faith, man. Esau was not a faith-based nation.
Right.
Elam ain't a faith-based. No, I don't care how much meditation them motherfuckers get down in. They ain't faith-based. They ain't got no faith, man.
No.
You can't pick that up at your local grocery store, man. Okay, faith is a pure gift, man. To believe on something that you can't see. There's you know how much stuff we can't see, man. The world we can't see is small, limited, man. Our senses get too exercised by the world we living in. Imagine the world of just pure. You can't even. That's why Paul said what that he's seen things that are unlawful for men to speak.
Yeah.
You can't even put it in words what is actually you can see in this creation, man. Esau's only seen a smidget of it, and he's geeked. He's trying to go to different worlds because he's seen it. He said, "Oh, there's this Earth-like planet, this Earth-like planet. That ain't for you, man." Yahushua told that to who? Israel.
Yeah.
To his disciples, he said, "In my Father's house are many mansions." That ain't given to no Edomite, no Elamites.
Read verse 14 too.
And it says, I'll start reading again. It says, "Enter ye at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many therewith there be that go in thereat."
Now, the wide gate, that's the way to what? Destruction. That's the way to being destroyed. But the narrow gate, go ahead out.
And it says, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it.
All right. So the gate to life is narrow. All right. And there's danger on both sides of the gate. There's water, there's fire. So we have to do what? We have to stay on that narrow path in order to make it. Now, Yahushua, he went through what we are going through now. So he knows what we are going through. Why? Because he felt it. He went through it. So when we are praying to Yahweh, Yahushua, he brings our prayers to Yahweh and say, "Father, this is what my servant is wanting and asking for." And guess what? And through Yahushua, we get what we ask for. It may not be right then, but we get it. Right? Since we get it, come on, man. What do we have to worry about?
It says what? The birds need a toil.
Right.
And you see them keep going. They chill out. Birds, they just chill out, eat seeds. You know what I'm saying? They, make children.
Right.
Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply," man. We getting ready to man. Life is getting fixed, man. Life is getting ready to go back to what it's meant to be. This is not life. This is a nightmare.
Right.
This is not how men should live. This is not how we should carry ourselves, man. You got women trying to act like men got hormones and shit, buzz
Right.
butts, pulling women, man. This is damn hell, bro. You got Bruce Jenner, 6 foot something. What? You know what I'm saying? This shit is hell, man. It's
Yeah.
pure confusion.
And you also have distractions, like what happened to R. Kelly. That's a distraction.
Yeah. You know how long he been popping little girls, man? Give a damn.
Oh man, that nigga, man.
Come on, man. Damn R. Kelly.
Now, there's plenty of Edomites that pop little girls, but they don't get talked about, like Woody Allen, Jerry Seinfeld. Come on now. But this is Esau's world. He can do whatever he wants
Yeah.
right now. But there's gonna come a time where Esau Edom won't be able to do whatever he wants. Right? He's going to have to do whatever Yahweh Shah tells us to tell them. Esau, he's going to have to go by the law. He won't have no choice. He's going to be forced to do it.
These nations are gonna want to come do it, man.
Right. Exactly.
This is a quick precept. This is one of my favorite. This precept's been coming up a little bit, man. Hold on. Speak for a minute.
All right, man. So now we have to go by, his unrighteous decrees. But in the kingdom, now we have what? Righteous decrees, holy decrees. So Esau, he's going to have to go by that. He won't have no choice. He's
Yep.
going to be forced to do it. All right? Now, the righteous decrees that Yahweh Shah has given us, these righteous decrees are to make life easier and better. And the food are to be clean. Clean water, clean food. All right? Your children won't talk back to you. Your wife won't raise her hand at you. All right? These are our righteous decrees, man. This is to make us better. And that's what the world needs, man. The world needs its righteous rulers back.
And it says, it's Isaiah 2 and 3, because you said they ain't gonna have a choice, right?
Right.
They come and learn of our ways. It's Isaiah 2 and verse 3. And many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord. So they're gonna be willingly wanting to do this because they're gonna see who the power is, man. You're gonna have pockets of rebellion. You're gonna have pockets of rebellion, but the earth is gonna be under our glory, man. Under the glory of Hashem Yahshua, man, and his people. And it says, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of Yahweh. And he will teach us of his ways. And we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
See? All right. So the heathen, they will have to learn of the ways. We won't have to. Why? Because the laws will be programmed in us. We will do according to the law, just like breathing, just like moving your hand. It's going to come natural, which which we've always done according to the law without knowing it. But in the kingdom, we're going to do according to the law without any effort.
You won't have to think about it. Just like we do it unknowingly now, we're gonna
Right.
unknowingly do the law perfectly, man. We ain't gonna be like, oh damn, am I keeping the law? It's just gonna be something that's in you. You ain't gonna have to wonder about it, man.
Right.
Just like a bird, how do you think birds fly south for the winter time? How do you think they don't got a compass?
Right.
They don't have a compass we can see, but they don't have a map. You don't see geese passing out maps.
Right.
How do they do that? They go by instinct. It's something that the children know. There's this thing about sharks where sharks know where to get back to where the place of their birth is to let their children give birth their children there. They'll come back to that very spot. So how they got it, man? It's by instinct. We're going to have the law in us instinctively. We're gonna not worry about it. It's gonna be something we do naturally, man. It's not gonna be something we force. We gotta monitor. Oh, brother, is your law meter up? You know what I'm saying? You doing law? Nah, man. Where your fringes at? Where your fringes at? You know, ain't gonna do that, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it according, and it's gonna be pure and natural, man. That's a beautiful blessing.
Right.
That's the best blessing we could receive, because anything else, if we didn't get the law put in our inward parts, we would be off, man. We would be broken. No matter what blessing we blessed with, rich kingdom. What we gonna do with that money if we ain't perfect? We're gonna go off, man. Blessed with big army. What are we gonna do with that army if we ain't perfect? We're gonna go off, man.
Right.
So the best blessing the Lord gave us to say what? He gonna put the law in our inward parts. So through that blessing alone we shall be blessed. Because we're gonna follow the law.
Right. God. That's right.
And it says, oh yeah, let me get it. You were speaking about this earlier, man. Hey, because you said that kingdom is like walking, man. In that let me see. Let me see if
I believe it's in is it First Ezra?
Yeah.
7, I think.
I think it's Second Ezra 7.
Okay. Con, got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Here. Yeah, I think I found it. Yeah, Con, I got it.
All right.
It's Second Ezra 7 and verse 5. I started 4. It says, but put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go? I gotta start at 1. It's the Second Ezra 7 and 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me an angel which had been sent unto me nights before. And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I come to tell thee. And I speak on, O my power. Then said he unto me, The seat is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great, but put the case entrance was narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he were not, it says Salakia, if he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
Now, if you don't go through the narrow, right? The narrow is a position of difficulty. So if you don't go through the narrow gate, how will you make it to the broad? And the broad is what? The kingdom. The broad is paradise. Go ahead,
And it says the entrance and only one path between them both, even between fire and water, and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
Right. All right, man. So we're all going through the narrow gate. All right. Now, but only one man can go through at once. we're working out our own salvation with fear and trembling. All right. We all have to go through that narrow gate, but we can only go in one at a time. That's working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, asking for forgiveness, asking for mercy. All right, saying Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, I'm sorry, forgive me if I did anything that I was not supposed to do. Go ahead.
And it says, and if this city now were given unto a man, what man is that? An Israelite man.
Right.
An inheritance, if he never passed by the danger set before it, how shall he inherit this inheritance?
See? So we got to go through it, man. I want my inheritance. And the only way to go, all right, and the only way to get that inheritance is to go through the straight gate, the narrow way, the position of difficulty. Yeah, it's tough, it's hard. So what? If you want your inheritance, go through it and deal with it.
And it says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Mm.
That's plain, bro.
No. So the kingdom is Israel's portion.
Yep.
Come on now.
Hold on, bro. Look, check this out. And it says, because for their sakes I made the world.
See? Once again, the world was made for our sakes, man. The kingdom is our portion. All right, man. The kingdom is our portion, man. That's why in the book of Revelation it says, measure not the outer court, because it is given to the Gentiles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the heathen, they will be outside. They would be outside of the kingdom, man. They would be outside of it. They will have their own portion of land, man. They won't be in. They would be outside. Now on certain high holy days, they're going to have to come up and observe it. All right. So the kingdom is Israel's portion. It has always been Israel's portion. So that everyone is going to be there? No, they're not. All of Israel will, yeah.
Yeah, the other nations gonna be there serving.
Right. Exactly. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna finish this and we'll close on out. And it says, if this city now were given verse, it says 10, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, said unto me, even so is Israel's portion, because for their sakes I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. Then were the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrows and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful.
Wow.
That's what we're seeing now, man. It's painful, man.
Yeah.
And we feeling it, bro. If you wake up every morning, you don't feel you got something to make you groan, man. Something in this world. If you got a right mentality, a righteous mentality.
Right. Because ain't no way you should be happy to get out of bed in slavery. You should not be happy with doing that. I get up out of bed every day. First, I thank. First, I thank Yahweh. First, I thank Yahweh Shah that I was able to wake up. But I don't want to get out of bed. Why? Because this is hell. We're in slavery. All right. Wake up pissed off every day, like, damn, once again.
Yeah. Back to it. Back to it.
But this is good time to be alive. Why? Because prophecies are coming to pass, man.
Yeah.
We are seeing the fall of our enemy. We are seeing the fall of Esau, Edom.
My God. Red Hebrew
Right.
Edomite.
Exactly.
Hey, you got anything else, bro?
Oh, Aki, man. Stay strong, man. Keep on going. Keep pushing, man.
Yeah.
Keep pushing, man. We ain't got long, man. And I know I say that all the time, but hey, we don't have
Hey, shit, keep saying it.
right. We don't have long. Long. We do not have long, man. Keep on going, man. Don't give up.
Yep.
If you want your crown, fight for it.
It says the end is closer than we believe, man. So it's right around the corner, man. Esau's
Right.
falling. Esau's falling. It says that he felt like lightning. He's
Right.
falling fast, bro. He's falling. He's losing his power. He's killing. It says less Edomites are being born than being rejuvenated, man.
That's beautiful though. That's
Exactly,
beautiful.
bro. That's why we're gonna have to breed Esau, bro. Esau gonna have to be bred, man.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
he'll be good because the food will be right.
Right.
He ain't gonna that all that stuff got to be burnt up, man.
Yeah.
That Esau gonna have to go through the world and clean up that shit. We don't want no more GM. As he done changed the earth, man. That's
Yep.
why that 1,000 years is gonna be a restoring period, man. Where Esau's
Mm-hmm.
gonna literally restore. He gonna clean up trash out the ocean. He gonna bury dead bodies first and foremost, and then he's just gonna work, man. He gonna work and fix everything that he's broken
Yep.
through the wisdom and power Yahweh Shah, because he can't do it on his own, man.
Right.
You know, and the elect is going to be the foreman of the planet Earth, man. We're going to make sure everything is running right. The city's running right. Everything is intact and running under the law. No pork, no. That's why I said that's why I said they ain't gonna learn war anymore. If they
Right.
learn war, they doing any type of war, they're gonna have to run it through us, man. There ain't gonna be no more war. And weapons is gonna be out the way, man. But hey, that's for the future, man. You know what I'm saying? So like brother said, hey, let's keep faith, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep maintaining. And with that, man, go ahead, lead us out.
All right. Aki, man. So we want to say Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Racha,
Wakar,
Hakwadash,
Hakwadash,
Ragatham, Shalom.
Shalom.